Many of the times, people carry this mindset when they eat or drink. Some people look at some people when they eat some particular food, probably that they cannot afford. They tend to look at those people like, wow, these people are enjoying life. And we, because we can't afford it, we are not enjoying life. But I want to tell you this about food. Food has nothing to do with the economic value. Food has to do with your physiological process and structure. And what do I mean by that? When you eat a fish that you bought for $700 or $500, or you got a meal that you bought for that amount, $700, and it's in a 5-star restaurant, your body does not know if that meal costs $500. All your body knows is that, is it protein? Is it fat and oil? Is it carbohydrate? It's just the nutrient that your body knows. And because that's all your body knows, it has nothing to do with the economical value of the kind of food you are eating. And that has nothing to do with whether you're enjoying or you're not. The man who is enjoying his meal or his drink is the man who is eating what his body needs at a particular time to function. And that's all. Balanced diet. That you're having a balanced diet is all your body needs, not the economical value. And no matter how rich you are, you eat all the expensive meals and whatever the amounts, whatever time it takes to prepare the food, your body still does not know it afterwards. Because the only purpose of eating is to restore used energy, used nutrient, and it's to build up this physiological structure. And don't forget, I said it is to build this physiological structure. Your whole body is a composition of all the food you've been eating since you've been born. I like to say this. When you eat, your body processes the food and turns it and breaks it down to the nutrient state where everything goes into the whole system of your body and become a part of that body. And it will take only the amount it needs at a time. This is not a conscious process that you know about. It's an unconscious process that you don't get to think about. It's not something that you're conscious of. But that is what happens in your body every day, every time that you eat. And when you eat this food, your body breaks it down into the nutrient and send it to every part of your system where it will form into being a part of you. And whatever else is not needed, it sends it into a particular bag. And that's your bowl, and you pass it out. The food you eat is this physical body that you're seeing right now. So, whether you eat an expensive one or you eat a cheap one, your physiological structure does not know it. All it knows is this edible? Is this having the right nutrient that this system needs for a time? I'll say this also, that food is not like a fuel that you put in the car and the car uses, and when it has used it and is done, you refill. No. Food is like replacing a worn-out tire. It's like a part of the engine of a car that is bad that you replace. So when you replace it, whatever new thing you put there becomes a part of it. And that's why people eat some specific food and it gets to hurt them and they have diseases because of the food they get to eat. So, or because of the food they don't eat. So, and that is the way life functions. When you put a particular device that is stronger or not the right one in a particular, let's say a vehicle, it will not work rightly, it will not work well, and that's disease. That's where you'll have to take it to a mechanic. And that's the way food is. You being able to understand the right diet for your system, the right amount for your system. You don't give your vehicles, you don't give your automobiles to somebody who does not know how to work it well, who doesn't know well about it. Because if you do, and they manage it for you, it will break down on the road and it will give you stress, it will disturb your journey, it will disturb the things you want to do in your life. And that's the same way your body is. So you need to give your body to someone who knows well about what works in it rightly. And who is in charge of that? That is you. You are in charge of what works. So you need to be a professional in understanding what works in your system. When you eat, that is not, you're not having a party, you're not enjoying, you are doing the right thing. It's just like replacing the tire of your car when it's worn out. That's not enjoyment, that is a necessity. For that car to function well, you need to do that. So that is not luxury. Eating is not luxury. Eating is a need, it's a necessity for functionality. For you to stay down here on planet Earth, you have to eat. You have to keep building this guy. And if you eat right, there's a high tendency you will live right and you will live long. And when we don't, we also have the other experience. So I'm trying to tell you that for no reason should you sit down and think on the economical value of a particular food. Instead, you should think about the nutritional value of the food. So even if it costs $1 million and it doesn't have the right nutrient for your system, it is still not right for you. And if it costs just $1 and is having all the nutrients that your body needs, you go for it. So what matters is not the amount, it's not the cost of the food. What matters is the work of the food, not the cost. So put your mind in this and help your mind from thinking some people are enjoying and you are not. We are all building this body structure called ourself. We are building this faculty of ourself as we eat. So keep eating the right food, and that is enjoying life. When you've had a balanced diet, when you've had the right diet, right food with the right nutritional value, that is the man who is enjoying. Not the one who is paying so much. Not the one who is in the big restaurant. You can eat it anywhere. Just make sure you eat right. Stay good.